this Tuesday morning, February 18th, and we're taking up an amendment from the Appropriations Committee to H44, and Ben is going to explain the amendment. We're going to take a straw poll. You bet.
Well, good morning, House Judiciary Committee. Thank you, Chair Lalonde. For the record, Ben Novogratski from the Office of Legislative Counsel. The amendment proposed by House Appropriations is relatively simple. It just replaces subsection B of section 5, which is the task force about impaired driving processing. It replaces that to add another member to the committee, which would just be the president of the Vermont Sheriff's Association or designee. That's the only difference.
How many does that add?
I believe it's 7 now.
Seven.
Okay.
So that gives us an odd number as well. They're going to vote. Yeah.
You know, I knew that.
Yes.
It
Any questions?
sounds
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
No, I was just going to say, it sounds good. It's a manageable number of people too. It's not like our 25 member committees.
Well, sometimes those 25 member committees work just fine too. Depends on what their charge is. I'm just saying, having added 4 people.
I'm with you, Coach.
Fatality Commission. All right. Any questions for Ben or any questions generally? I could tell you the reason why Appropriations is doing this really quickly is that when it went to government operations wanted to make sure that the Department of Public Safety was on board for being in this commission. And that was one entity that we had not heard from in testimony. So I reached out to Commissioner Morrison, and she said they were absolutely fine and wanted to be on this task force. And then they mentioned, oh, what about the sheriffs are going to feel left out? And we talked to the government operations at that point, who took testimony from Mark Anderson. And they decided that it'd be much smoother if Appropriations just did the amendment because they had possession.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how it ended up where it is. And Trevor will be speaking to that. All right, having seen all that, I would take a motion to find this amendment favorable.
So moved.
All right. All those, and by the way, straw polls don't count towards your remote votes, I have been told. So both Alicia and Coach, if you wish to vote, you can vote as well. So all those in favor of finding this favorable, please say aye or raise your hand. Take your pick.
Aye.
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 Okay. Alicia, I don't know if I heard you one way or another.
Yep.
Were you good with? Okay. All
I
right.
said yes,
so,
yeah.
So that's everybody minus 1. That would be 10, 0, 1.
10, 0, 1.
10, 0, or 10, 0.
And Chair Lalonde, if I may, this is a kind of learning moment for the newer members. The way that this is going kind of is that since there is a strike all amendment proposed by this committee, House Appropriations proposed amendment is an amendment to the report of this committee. So it would get, if the report got adopted, then the amendment would get rolled into the report, and then on the floor, it would get voted as the bill if approved as amended. So just a little tidbit.
Now you followed all that?
Yeah, so Appropriations will speak after me and say it's the one thing that we added.
Yes, that's my understanding of how it goes.
Okay. If it doesn't, what's the act? It's the Association of Sheriffs.
It's in the red line thing if it passes, but it's a little.
Yeah, I was asking, do you have a copy of the red line?
Oh, of the bill itself. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant.